Good wishes, dear students. In today's class, we will learn about integrated rate law for a zero order reaction. In the previous two classes, we learned about rate law for the first order reaction and a half-life period of a first order reaction. So in today's class, integrated rate law for a zero order reaction. So the definition for it is a reaction in which the rate is independent of the concentration of the reactant over a wide range of concentration is called as a zero order reaction. Example, photochemical reaction. It's a hypothetical type of reaction, meaning very rare. So let's move on to the mathematical way of deriving the zero order reaction, rate constant for a zero order reaction. Let's consider a reactant giving us the product. As usual, when we say rate of the reaction, it depends on the concentration of the reactant alone, not of the product. So let's write here, rate is equals to minus dA by dt. You understand why do we write minus? It talks about decrease in the concentration of the reactant. Consider this to be equation 1. Writing this is rate of the reaction. Writing rate law for the reactant is rate law is proportional to the concentration of the reactant. Now in case of first order reaction, we have taken the part to be 1. Now what order reaction we are studying? Zero order. So let's take here A to the power, concentration of the reactant to the power 0. And you also know anything that's raised to 0, the value is equals to 1. So if we substitute here rate law, proportionality sign can be replaced with a constant. So K into 1. 1 stands for A to the power 0 is equals to 1 is the value. So we can write it rate law is equals to K. So this to be the equation 2. As we have seen it earlier, equate equation 1 and 2. So equation 1 in terms of the rate of the reaction, equation 2 in terms of the rate law. When we equate it, we get it minus d of A by dt is equals to K. Let's take the dt on the other side. So we get it d of A is equals to K into dt. Now as we have seen earlier, if you remember the law of integration, that is integration of d of x is equals to x there. So if you look at it, we need to integrate the term minus integration of d of A is equals to K outside, so constant comes out, integration of dt. As usual, we have to consider the within the given limit. So when T is equals to 0, concentration of A is equals to A naught. Let's consider that is initial reaction. When T is equals to T, concentration of A becomes AT. Instead of writing AT, you can also write it as a only A. That does not make a big difference about it. Now substitute this within a given limit within the conditions here. So we take the initial concentration to be A naught and a concentration after some time to be AT. Even if you write without writing T, it's a same answer, nothing wrong in it. So here T is equals to 0 and T is equals to T. So when we integrate, integration of dx gives us A as x is the answer. So in this case we get it minus concentration of A. The d of A becomes A here. Limit is A naught to AT is equals to K into dt gives us d as T as the answer. Again here limit is equals to T is equals to 0 to T is equals to T. Now as we have learned it in the first order reaction, write down in terms of upper limit minus lower limit. So when we write it in terms of upper limit minus lower limit, we get it minus, that is concentration. When we substitute the upper limit term, that is concentration of AT minus concentration of A naught is equals to K into concentration of T minus 0. So when we substitute here, we get it minus, multiply with a minus sign, minus concentration of AT, minus into minus gives us plus here. So that will be concentration of A naught is equals to T minus 0 is T. So we get it KT here. If we the same thing, if we rearrange it, sorry. Okay, I'm writing it here itself. If you rearrange the term, what do we get it? Take the plus term in front here. We get it A naught minus concentration of AT is equals to KT. So if we have to calculate the rate constant K, take the T to the denominator. So the same formula can be written it as a A naught minus AT by T is equals to K. So this is the formula for a zero order rate constant for a zero order reaction. We have a numericals on it we will work on, so you'll be thorough with the concept. Now instead of writing AT, you can also write here, it's a one and the same here. Now if we want to rearrange this formula in terms of the y is equals to mx plus c, it's nothing. Take the minus term on the other side, take the intercept term to this side. So the same formula in terms of, if I write y is equals to mx plus c, I can write it as a naught minus kt is equals to concentration of AT. So if you look at it, this is in terms of constant, this is in terms of mx is equals to y. So this also represents a formula, y is equals to mx plus c. So the type of graph that we get is time versus concentration. If we take it, here again we get a negative slope. So A naught stands for initial concentration, the slope with a negative intercept, that is minus k value. Thank you.